Oh, hi. You just caught me in the middle of studying for my AP Psychology midterm. Throughout the midterm will be a bunch of content that has to do with our incredible brain and how it works to keep us alive. I would love to teach you some stuff about the brain. Let's get right into it. Most people know what the brain looks like, whether you've seen it in your emoji section of your keyboard, dissected one, seen one in a movie, or you are a scientist. The brain is a large and complex pinkish gray structure with a wrinkled, groovy texture that sits in the top of our skull. It has so many moving parts to it that we would not be able to survive without it. You can think of it as the control center of our nervous system, which keeps us alive. The movie Inside Out's illustrations of said control center is a perfect way to envision it. The brain has four lobes: the frontal lobe, the parietal lobe, the temporal lobe, and the occipital lobe. The frontal lobe is at the forefront of our brain, which is super fitting considering the fact that it essentially controls what is at the forefront of our minds. That includes decision making, planning, problem solving, personality, you name it. The parietal lobe processes sensory information such as touch, pain, and spatial awareness. The temporal lobe has to do with hearing, memory, and processing emotions. Finally, the occipital lobe primarily controls vision. So when you get a concussion, the occipital lobe is what causes you to have to be careful with those bright lights in your classroom or on your technological devices. Those four lobes aren't the only complex parts, however. There are many other little workers up there that specialize in certain tasks. The corpus callosum is a bundle of fibers that allow your brain's left and right hemispheres to communicate, and it is just as mighty as it sounds. When a person has epileptic seizures, surgeons are able to sever it to significantly reduce them by containing seizures to one hemisphere. Pretty cool, right? Your cerebellum, right behind the tip of your spinal cord, controls voluntary movements and functions, so you can thank that for being able to walk, maintain balance, and fix your posture. Your medulla controls involuntary actions, so being able to breathe and having a healthy heartbeat and blood pressure come as a result of that. The pons and midbrain join with the medulla to make up your brainstem, and to be specific, the pons acts as a bridge between your medulla and thalamus, while the midbrain focuses on motor movement, particularly movements of the eye, as well as auditory and visual processing. The thalamus relays sensory info, so you can think about your five senses for that one. Your pituitary gland oversees growth and development. Your hippocampus oversees memory storage, which is super important and definitely a key to having a happy and healthy life. And your hypothalamus manages homeostasis, which is the point at which everything is where it needs to be in order for you to be healthy. I hope this video has encouraged you to appreciate your brain. After all, it knows more about you than anyone else.